All right, so Chase, you just FaceTime me. I'm literally gonna make this into a video and send it over to you. So,
Okay.
okay. So, what was the objection you said? You said when they're just being stubborn on the fact that they need to think about it.
Bro, yeah, like back and forth, like they're literally just like, oh, I need to think about it. And then like you obviously handle like, oh, like let's kind of break it down. What you need to think about, is it the price or is it the program? Kind of break that down, and then you really just keep getting the same response. Like, I need to think about it.
So leading into that, I'd rather you tell them that it's not the program, right? So fuck, you're jacked, bro. Holy shit, bro. You can't even tell. Hold on. So yeah, so basically what I would kind of lead that into is, before you even get to the price, the way you ignore the price or the product, the number one way to go is before, just if they ask the price, right? Because you go, so does this sound like it's going to work for you? Like, is this the program that you kind of want to go through with? This sounds like you're going to see the results, right?
Yeah, I usually like once I kind of walk them through like what I actually offer, I'll kind of break it down and be like, okay, so like if you were to rate yourself on like a scale of 1 to 10, like 1 being this call is a complete waste of your time, 10 being this call is exactly what you need to achieve XYZ, like your goals, where would you rate yourself? And then usually like typically it's a 7, and then I'll be like, okay, what can we do to get you to 10? Get them to get themselves to a 10, and then it's kind of like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Once I come to the price.
So if they say it's a 10, brother, why would you bring up the fact that it could be a program thing if they already go to a 10?
I worded that wrong, low key. Yeah, I don't know actually.
Okay, so I know what you're saying. So do you usually use the words, okay, yeah, man, so is it more of a price or a product kind of thing?
So like here and there, like not all the time, but
okay. So what first thing I would do is I would drop that saying completely, because then it puts it in your brain that there is a certain problem. You want to diagnose the problem. You know when a doctor like kind of tests you before telling you like the problem?
Yeah.
You're a doctor, right? So you have to pre-diagnose before you get any symptoms, if that makes sense, right? So before the objections, you have to pre-diagnose and handle the objections first. So how I'd kind of lead into that, the solution is not even avoidance, but just kind of by pre-handling. So tell me, so here's kind of how I would lead you into the price. Is just like, so obviously, dude, if you're completely ready to start, there would be a price, but this sounds like it's price alone. If I was to give this to you completely free, this sounds exactly what you need. Yeah. So if this is exactly what you need, there is an investment. The investment is going to be $2,500. And then I don't know your offer. So what's your offer right now? It's $2,500, or what is it at right now for monthly?
$3K.
So it's
6 months.
$3K. Okay. So brother, so the investment would be $3K for the 6 months. Okay. We can kind of handle that on this call as well. Okay. So now tell me.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like, I'm not the type of person. Can I get back to you? Like I can't make a decision on the call.
Yeah, bro.
I need to think about it.
Absolutely, bro. Like in your position, I completely understand. It's a fair thing to kind of think about. How long do you think you would need? Like 24 hours, or do you think you need like 3 weeks? Like, what do you need?
Like, I could get back to you probably like in a couple days, end of the week.
Couple days, end of the week. Yeah, dude, absolutely. Just so I kind of know exactly where your head's at for the next call. What is it that you exactly need to think about so I can have some things ready?
It is a large chunk of money. Like, I didn't come on the call expecting to spend that much right now. So obviously, like, it is an investment. It's something that I want to do. I just need to like really think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, dude. So I completely agree. Again, if I was in your same position, I'd be
like, that's my monthly salary.
Yeah. I completely get that. As far as it goes, we do have payment plan options like through financing, but what I can kind of put you through right now is I completely understand exactly where you're at. I think the same way. You know, I'm like, the difference before I got like where I am physically, and before I was always thinking like, oh, trying to make the comfortable decision. So let me kind of ask you something quick. As far as it goes, is this how you normally make decisions? It's kind of take some time to think about it.
Yeah, to kind of like process things.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, a lot of people do that, but if you don't mind me asking, like, when it comes to you getting results in the gym, do those have those comfortable decisions gotten you to where you want to be, or has that kind of, I'll think about it, kind of comfortable thought process gotten you to where you want to be?
Yeah, that's fine. It's definitely hasn't gotten me to where I want to be, or else I wouldn't be on this call.
So the comfortable decisions have gotten you to where you are now, not where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah, right.
are you willing to kind of stay on that comfortable track, that same thought process that has gotten you to where you are now? Or are you ready to kind of make a change? Like you said earlier on the call, you're ready to make a change. Are you ready to make a change with your thought process and make the uncomfortable decision today?
See, like, I don't know, like, it's two different things, like the gym and like, my monthly salary spending it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I feel like just I need a little bit of time to review, and then maybe we could like hop on a call again, and I could let you know. Or shoot you a text.
Absolutely, brother. I'll completely let you go. It was great talking to you. But again, just before you kind of head out, I'll have some things planned out for our next call, just to kind of make it more digestible for you. Right now, I just have like one question for you. Like, right, you know how we talked about like how you're insecure and uncomfortable when you go to the beach, right? And I got you to kind of visualize yourself kind of looking like Chris Hemsworth, or like looking like that Chase Marshall guy that you love online, right? Like when it comes to little plug-in, follow Chase Marshall on Instagram. But right, you want to look like those guys. And when you pictured yourself on the beach looking like those guys, how'd you feel? You felt a lot more confident. You loved yourself for the first time, right? You weren't wearing a t-shirt on the beach. You weren't insecure. You actually went to the beach, right? You went into the water for the first time in your life, right? So as far as it goes, if you're that physique, right? You said it wasn't, what is the gym worth your monthly salary? Let me ask you a question now. If you have that physique that you just told me you wanted, you dreamed of, and that was like the perfect goal for you, if you were in that position, you had that physique and we got you there, if I was to come up to you tomorrow and we're on the beach and I came up to you with $3,000 cash and I was like, hey, I'll put this money in your hand and it's yours, but you have to go back to your old physique, which is where you are now. Would you take that $3,000 to be in your skin now and lose that physique, that your dream physique? Because I know I would.
Definitely not. That's far as fuck. That's far as fuck.
So
that's far.
Yeah. So you tell me right now, like, just based on what you just said, you having that dream physique and what you said, it's the gym for my monthly salary. You just told me that your dream physique is worth more than $3,000. Because I know for a fact I could come up to you for $20K cash and you still wouldn't get rid of the dream physique for the physique you have now for $20K. So the thing is, you're thinking about it the wrong way. You're thinking about it the comfortable way, right?
Yeah, you're right.
What I can do now is, if you're ready to start, we can start getting you that physique and we can start getting you on your goals so that by summer you can have the physique that you want, where it's worth more than $3,000 to you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, like 3K is like kind of an investment. Like, what's your payment plans?
Yeah, absolutely. And then that's when you would kind of send over. I'm assuming you're on financing.
That's far. Yeah.
And then you would send it over and you get them on financing.
Yeah, that's a line, bro. Fuck. Definitely implementing that. Thank you, bro.
I got you, brother. Okay.
Another question, actually, quick.